Welcome, boys, to a brand new stream. Bitcoin is at all-time high right now, and today we'll talk about what you guys should do in this current moment. Some of you guys may have some USDT left over, in case the market dumps. Which right now the momentum for Bitcoin is ridiculous, so you cannot fade the momentum side of Bitcoin. It is pumping non-stop. Last night, it was around 74k. I woke up, it was literally 80k, and now it's almost at 81k. So you cannot fade the momentum of Bitcoin. This is why I always advise people to be mostly in the market because of this sudden pump. Bitcoin has a history of when everyone's doubting it and everyone's saying it's not going anywhere. Stock market kept going to new all-time highs. Gold was new all-time highs, and Bitcoin was just stuck in this range. It has, a habit of just randomly exploding to the upside. Hence why you should always be mostly in the markets, because the bulls always make money. They've been calling the lows here, but they've been buying non-stop. Eventually it pays off for them. That's how it works. But then, if you have a smaller portfolio, you need to look for the best entries for the market in order to get the most gains. At the moment, the only thing that's really, really pumping is just Bitcoin and maybe a few of the top 20, top 100 coins. That's it. Because dominance is still, even though it took a little dump, it's still 58%, still reasonably high. Every single time we've had a rate cut, dominance always came down. So we had a 50-point rate cut over here, 16th of September. It dumped from 58% all the way down to 57. And then now we've had a rate cut a few days ago, like 4 days ago. It went from 60% now down to 58. And it's most likely going to chop here because the Fed is still in QT. And we cannot have a full-blown alt season without QE. So QE is what we need for alt season. Yes, we can have little pumps here and there, but then if you just zoom out on any chart, just zoom out, these are just little micro pumps. This is not alt season. When you start seeing little pumps like this, these massive green candles here, this is not alt season. These are called little pumps, relief rallies, you can even call them. Every single coin is like that. Just zoom out on the charts. This is not alt season. This move from 15 cents to 19 cents is not alt season. Majority of coins have pumped. Maybe some of them are pumped 2x, maybe them are pumped 40, 50, 60%. Prop base has pumped as well. It makes no difference, right? So, the thing that we're looking for is QE for alt season. This is what we're looking for. And so far, the Fed does not want to start QE. The reason is because everything is at all-time highs. Without QE, everything is still at all-time highs. There's no reason for the Fed to start QE. The stock market is literally at all-time highs. So then the Fed must be doing something right if this continuously keeps going up. There's no reason for them to start QE. We need a crash, maybe a 20% dump or something in order for them to start QE, because otherwise it makes no sense for them to start QE. So, and this is the thing, right? There's two options on the table right now. The number one option is, at the moment, the way it's looking like is going to go is the left translated cycle. Now, everyone that's watching me is an altcoin investor. You invest in altcoins to make life-changing money. You're not going to make life-changing money with Bitcoin unless you got 100, 200 Bitcoin and you're just looking to 2-3x it. Yes, you can make good money. However, for us altcoin investors, the way that Bitcoin is going right now, it's not healthy for us because we're going towards a left translated cycle. We're going towards a left translated cycle or maybe an early right translated cycle. And, the thing with left translated cycle is it's not beneficial for us as altcoin investors because you're going to get a very small alt season, where maybe, dominance goes down, maybe just somewhere down here to 53% or something. And then you get a little alt season, but that's not the type of alt season that's going to make your life changing money. So the way the direction this is going now for Bitcoin, a lot of us altcoin investors should not be happy at the moment because yes, the market's pumping, but it's pumping in a weird way where if Bitcoin goes to 100k by the end of the year, you could just get a blow off top and that's it. And altcoins are not going to go up. If Bitcoin's at 100k and dominance is holding a certain price, it's not going to be alt season because it's mostly Bitcoin pumping, and then you don't get alt season like that. You get alt season if, for example, tomorrow this keeps going up to 90k and then dominance starts going down aggressively. That is alt season. So far, that's not happening. So this is it's unfortunate. It is unfortunate, but this is how it's playing out. You can't really trade the market you want. You have to trade the market you have. The higher Bitcoin goes, the more nervous you guys should be, in my opinion, because like I said, we're going towards a left translated cycle. It would have been different if this continued to pump and this continued to dump. But at the moment, this is going to new all-time highs, and this is just holding support over here at 80%, or 58%, sorry. Yeah, let's go into chat now anyways. Mirko, good to see you, brother. Silver, good to see you as well. Southflex, good to see you. Hopefully we get a good last shakeout in December. Yeah, I mean, look, if you want a normal cycle where Bitcoin goes to new all-time highs and then the altcoin market follows, you need a shakeout in December. Otherwise, it's just going to be looking like a left translated cycle. We're going to peak early, and we'll probably won't get a full-blown alt season. We'll get a mini one, of course. We're always going to get little pumps here and there with alt season, like we're having the last couple of days. But it's not going to be, the one that's going to make you life-changing money. So you have to be wary of that. Matt, good to see you as well. Alt season month, not really, not at the moment, bro. Not at the moment. You guys have to keep in mind the macros is not looking good for an alt season right now. Hence why probably Bitcoin is leading the way. Look, at this point in the market, Bitcoin normally goes higher. This is just how it's not anything, I would say that's out of the ordinary. At this stage of the market, Q4 halving, Bitcoin goes, it normally goes higher. So, it's pretty normal at the moment. But if he continues on this path, it's not going to be normal. Because then if he gets to 100K within the next month, then that's guaranteed a left translated cycle. And I highly doubt we'll get an alt season. We'll get a little one, of course. When Bitcoin goes to 100K, there will be people taking profits on Bitcoin, flipping it into the altcoins. It's even happening right now. Hence why Ethereum pumping loads. Because people are starting to take profits, and you guys know when Ethereum starts pumping, dominance always goes down because obviously Ethereum is the biggest altcoin, and a lot of the top 100 are starting to pump a decent amount now. So my guess is we'll get a mini alt season, nothing crazy. If this continues like this, obviously, it won't be anything crazy. Now that Trump has won, retail is slowly coming back into the markets, because he's so pro crypto. And I think even if you I don't know if you guys notice it or not, but there's a lot of people now, retail, starting to talk about crypto again. So all the signs are not looking the best, but we are bullish. You guys should enjoy the pump. We have to see how the market moves in the next few days or in the next few weeks. Yeah, it should be right now. I took some profits on Unity and Ore in the previous pump, anticipated a crash. Do you think it was good to get back in? I mean, look, it doesn't. I don't really recommend FOMOing into green candles, just because of how massive this pump has been. This is not a sustainable pump. We'll probably get some sort of correction at some point within the next couple of weeks, or maybe in the next week even. When you see massive green candle like this in a few days, then you're always going to get some sort of correction. Nothing only goes up. You're going to get dumps in between. So you can buy back in on the little dumps. But this is the start of phase 3. This is not, it's not anything out of the ordinary. This is what Bitcoin done in 2019 as well. It consolidated for about 6 to 8 months, and then just broke this consolidation form and started to go higher. Qubic is the best new gem. I actually opened up the Qubic chart. The guy that was talking about Qubic yesterday, Qubic has not done fuck all in the past month. It just keeps going down and down and down. The reason it keeps doing this is because, and look, if this was a new project, then I'll be like, fair enough, it's a new project. New projects, not most people know about them. So it's okay if they don't pump. A lot of new projects that launched in the next this year specifically, or the last 4 or 5 months, they're not going to pump even Bitcoin going to an all-time high because no one knows about them. This is how new projects work. By the time alt season starts or AI starts pumping, that is when they have their pump, or is a gaming project when gaming narrative starts. That's when they have their pumps. Otherwise, most people don't know about them. They're just there. No one knows about what they do. No one cares about them. But then they start pumping aggressively when old season, well, when the narrative takes off. So this is a project that everyone already knows about. Everyone shields it all the time. And yeah, it still just continuously goes down. On the last stream, the Qubic guy that was arguing with me, the price was like 0.15 or 16. Now it continues to go down while Bitcoin is at all-time highs. And the reason is because, and I told you guys about Qubic, the team is known for making successful projects and then just rugging it, leaving the project and starting something new. So there's a possibility they've done the same thing with this. I'm not saying fundamentals is not good. Qubic's fundamentals is pretty good. They're a good project. They're good layer one, very fast layer one. But we don't need that type of speed. It's just not needed. 55 million TPS, bro. You don't need that much. Look at Solana, 50k TPS. Their real TPS is like 50 or 20 or 30. And that's all they need for everything on the ecosystem. And they got plenty of projects on the ecosystem. You don't need 55 million TPS. It's just stupid. Yeah, boys, hit the likes. 0.30% in Qubic. Physio trolling today. Kim, good to see you, brother. When major correction? At this point, is impossible to know, bro. Like I said, if you're mostly in the markets, it's always good to have cash on the side. If you've been in the crypto space for at least 2 cycles, you would understand it's always good to have cash on the side, but be mostly in the markets. When you've been consolidating for this long, you have to be mostly in the markets because a breakout could happen at any time. That's why I've always been mostly in the markets. You just don't know when something could happen, but if it does happen, like a black swan event, something happens tomorrow, you can't predict this type of stuff. At least you have some cash left over. If you're over 90% in the markets, you're going to enjoy this pump. But then, like I said, if a black swan event happens, like it happened in 2019, now I wouldn't bet on a black swan event. Very, very unlikely, I think. But you could get a decent correction, a decent little correction in December. But with the current momentum, like I said, we're trending towards the left, so it's not ideal for us. Armzilla, good to see you, bro. K Crypto, good to see you. Ryan, good to see you as well. Groaning, good to see you, brother. Yeah, it's all thanks to Uncle Trump. Exactly, but I think Trump done the most today. Saif, my brother, how you doing? I hope you're doing well today. DC, good to see you. Fabio, good to see you as well. Super, is that you? No, left translator cycle is not good for alts, my friend. Very bad for alts. You're not gonna get an alt season in left translator cycle, bro. You can get one in the early, right? But it's not going to be a normal cycle when it's left, bro. And a lot of people are starting to talk about the concept of a left translator cycle now, which is starting to make sense now. It's starting to make more and more sense. When Bitcoin's having aggressive pumps like this, it's just hit 81k. You cannot fade that momentum. Can't do it. We'll definitely need to be out. Yeah, exactly. This is what I'm saying, K Crypto. If it's a left translator cycle, which is looking like it's going to be, we need to be out by Q1 2024. That's it. And then most likely, I think the crash will probably be a recession or something, because that's the only thing that's going to bring us down. A recession, and then maybe the end of 2025 or something, old season will start again. Bro, my hair, I'm not even going to change my hair, man. I'm going to get a haircut tomorrow anyway, so don't worry about it. Do you recommend shuffling gainers? For example, my AGI Aero are like 10x now. Everything else is near break even or down. I personally would not, because look, if your AGI and Aero is 10x up, If it does another 5x, then you get a 50x, my friend. If it does another 10x, you're gonna get a 100x. So I don't really see the point of doing that, to be honest. Ross, my friend, good to see you. Yeah, maybe 5 to 10x. Yeah, that's what you're gonna be looking for on average in the mini alt season. It'll be smaller than 2023 in a left translated cycle. It depends though. Like if dominance goes down aggressively, because in 2023, that's what happened. Dominance, went down, went up aggressive. I can't really show it here. I don't know why it doesn't let me zoom out. But then another chart you guys should look for as well, that's is very important, is the USDT dominance is almost at its long-term trend line. Now, every single time, let me zoom out. Hopefully, it lets me zoom out. Every single time the USDT dominance hits this long-term trend line, it is always, every single time is bounced. So now that it's so close, it could be a scenario where we come over here, maybe to the, off this trend line, bounce, maybe get rejected on top of this trend line here, and then, and then that's and then go down again, and that could be it for this cycle. So yeah, we're getting very close to the bottom of this trend line, which 9 times out of 10 it will most likely bounce. It's never ever lost that support, and that would potentially put Bitcoin around 90k. I'm assuming 90k ish, 85 to 90k. Sure, good to see you, brother. So if you're like 40% in cash right now, what is the best thing? 40% in cash is a bit too much, my friend. That's ridiculous amounts. I will not be FOMOing in now. Maybe I'll get in, another 10%, make it 30% cash. But if you're that much in cash, I personally don't like FOMOing in green candles. Just wait for pullbacks. Nothing goes up forever, bro. If you're 40% in cash, you've already made the mistake now. There's no point. I don't really see the point of FOMOing now, just because it's mostly a Bitcoin pump. It's not an altcoin pump. It's mostly a Bitcoin pump. So if we're altcoin investors, you're still going to have plenty of time to slowly pick off, some on dips. So if Bitcoin now goes back up from 80k down to 75k or something, you're going to have decent opportunities to enter the market. Personally, I wouldn't touch it. Hope you're doing well. I know you mentioned not to touch Dynex. Wondering if this is still the case. They have new funding and creating quantum chips, perhaps a play for next cycle. But if it's a play for the next cycle, why would you buy it now? Because then you're going to go through a bear market phase where Dynex is probably going to go down to fucking pennies on the dollar. There's no point buying Dynex now. This project is dead. They got no funding. They have new funding, but what is the new funding though? From where? From who? Me personally, I would avoid this. It could be a play next cycle because quantum computing, I think, could be one of the biggest narratives next cycle, along with DeFi. And maybe the metaverse could come back as well. But at the moment, I would say quantum computing this cycle is not really sufficient. I don't really see it doing too well this cycle. And you guys can see, if you look at most quantum computing coins, they're not really performing that well. They pump here and there, but then the entire market's pumping. This is the time of the market where people start looking at shit coins and start thinking they're good because they're pumping. It does not make them good. And they start looking at coins that are not pumping as dog shit coins. And this is where people make the mistake. Just because something is pumping short term, could be manipulation. You don't even know what the backstory is. Could be manipulation. Could be some whales market buying and then dumping on people. It could be any of those scenarios. It does not mean it's a good project. And this is the time in the market where people get confused and they start thinking all these projects are good. Then, when the market has a correction, they're all dumped back down and you buy the top, you get wrecked, and some of these coins never come back. And then they make the mistake of thinking if a project don't pump now is dog shit. I gave you guys this scenario a million times. When the ETFs were live, many AI coins did not pump. Many of the best ones that we have today, they did not pump during that time because no one knew about them. They knew, they're not doing marketing at the moment. It was just dead. They weren't pumping when Bitcoin kept going higher and higher, just like it's doing today. It does not mean they're terrible projects. The time will come. These projects will pump with the narrative. So, you guys could say a project is shit, if AI pumps next week and all our AI coins did not pump, then you could say all of them are dog shit because they did not pump with the narrative. That is, that's something to consider. If something does not pump with the narrative, I personally consider that as a dog shit project because the general market does not look at them as that narrative. So, for example, this is a very good case. This did not pump in January, February, when all other AI coins were putting in 50x's, 100x's, 200x's. It started pumping in March, randomly in March, when RWA coins were pumping. So that's a big indicator that I shouldn't be touching this project. Now the whole market could be Bitcoin could be new all-time highs, and some of our altcoins won't pump. For example, alt isn't really pumping. Does that mean alt is a terrible project? No, it does not mean it's a terrible project because it will pump when AI narrative kicks in. It's not going to pump now because they're not marketing right now. No one knows of alt apart from the people that watch my channel. But then the only thing you should be concerned about is the developments of the team. What are they doing to develop the project? That is the only thing you should be concerned about. And these guys are doing plenty. Now, if you guys did not watch their recent AMA, I'll tell you what happened with in that recent AMA. So the CEO said they're going to be expanding their ecosystem. So what that means is because alt is a layer one, ideally you want projects to build on you. Now there's plenty of layer ones in the crypto space, many of them, but they don't have any projects building on them. And there's specific reasons why, because Ethereum is mainly the project everyone goes to, Solana. There's other chains that people mainly go to. Most of it is Ethereum for utility. However, what incentivizes people to build on a platform? You need some money. So what Alt has done now is they've raised $1 million out of their own profits that they make every single day to incentivize projects to build on the platform. So now they're starting a $1 million grant, on different projects to build on Alt. That's massive. That means they're going to start to have an ecosystem, and as more projects build on them, there'll be other projects that will be incentivized to build on Alt. This is why I'm still bullish on this chain, and they do updates every couple of weeks. They're going to have a massive partnership very soon. I can't disclose what it is, but it's one of the biggest companies in the world. They're going to have a partnership, maybe a grant. I don't know which one it is, with one of the biggest companies in the world. They've already got Google, Microsoft. I'm sure you guys can guess what the next one's going to be. And then you guys will realize when the AI narrative kicks in, this will be one of the top performers. They do everything perfect, pretty much. The only thing is that no one really knows about them at the moment. This is why they tend to not pump with the general market, even though it's pumping a little bit today, because people are starting to come out. There's some big Twitter shillers starting to talk about Alt now. That's what happens, over the months and months and months, new people start to find out about the project. They like the development, they look at the website, and they like what they see. This is how a project, it takes some time for them to, for everyone to catch on to the project. And that's when you want to get into these projects before everyone catches on, especially if they're good projects. 100K, maybe. Yeah, serious lag because my fucking laptop was running out of charge. It was almost dead. When Valhalla? Hopefully soon. But Valhalla might be in the next 2 months, realistically. What profit taken on all? It hasn't rallied yet. People talking BS, little profits. Be patient. Wait for This is exactly how I explained it. K crypto. People are impatient, bro. Even if this pumps 40-50%, you're not going to take profits. So why do you want it to pump? If you want something, these are long-term holds for at least the alt season. If you get one this cycle, that's when these are going to start giving you the life-changing gains. They're not going to look. No one's going to sell on a 40-50% pump because it's already pumped. It's already done that. It's already went back up to like 16-17 cents a few days ago or a few months ago. No one took profits then. They were asking, shall I buy now? Shall I buy now? When it was at all-time highs at like 16-17 cents. But then now that it's down here, they start panicking and they say, "Oh, is this project a scam?" And then when it rallies again, the same people are like, "Can I buy now?" It's like, these people are stupid, bro. They don't know how to invest. It's just stupid, complete stupidity. When the when it's down here, they hesitate to buy. They start calling it a scam, and then when it rallies up here, they want to buy it then. And then not 9 times out of 10, that's probably the top. They get wrecked and they start asking questions. What's wrong with the project? It's like, you're stupid. You bought the wrong time. You got wrecked, and now you're calling the project a scam. This is how the market works. This is why a lot of retail people get wrecked. They don't know when to buy. They don't know when to sell. They just FOMO in and get wrecked. I don't really like Blender, my friend. I don't think is a terrible project. I think it would definitely pump. But the problem with Blender is there's too many similar projects to it. If you look at all of Alex Becker's coins, it's very similar to Blender, where they don't have a docs team. They have a normal website. The website is pretty good for Render. I'll give it that. The website is pretty cool. However, like I said, there's plenty of projects like Render. I think it will still pump because there will be a lot of people talking about it. It will definitely pump. But as an investment, like, you have to think: is your money safe in this project? Because one thing that you guys should realize is a lot of these projects will rug in a bull run. So you might think this project is the best in the world. You keep your money in there, it does a 20x, and then next thing you know, it gets rug pulled, the liquidity is gone, and then you're just stuck there with all that 20x gains gone because you didn't listen to the basic signs of something like this where it has a mint function. Now, if this was on a dual chain, if it was on BNB and Ethereum, then it's okay to have a mint function because you need the mint function in order to do the cross-chain transactions. However, if you're only on Ethereum and you have a mint function and no docs team, you put 2 and 2 together, it's not a good look for the bull run because, yes, it might pump 20x, but if you don't cash out very early and the pool of liquidity, your money is gone. You've just made nothing. You've wasted all that months and years holding this coin for it to do a 20x, and then now the liquidity has been pulled. You can't even cash out. You've lost all your money. This is why you have to. This is why one of the most basic things in crypto is the team doxed. Does it have a mint function? These are the little stuff that you might not pay attention to now, but I guarantee you'll pay attention in the bull run when most of these projects start rug pulling. And they're not going to rug pull now, because there's the bull run coming up. It doesn't make sense to rug pull now, so that's why people think they're good projects. But then once the money's been made, once the team has made plenty of money on these projects, and then they pull the liquidity, you're fucked. You just wasted the whole 2 years of holding whatever coin you're holding. So, like I said, it doesn't matter now. You're gonna notice it in the bull run because there's gonna be so many projects getting rug pulled left, right, and center. Like I said, they're not gonna do it now because the bull run's ahead of us. They're gonna do it in the bull run once the money is made. Now, if you hold any of those coins that get rug pulled, and you're looking at it and it has a mint function, you're gonna look back and you're gonna think, I'm stupid because I've seen all the signs, but I still kept my money in there. That's the way I look at it, bro. You can make all the money, but if the team rugs it, you've basically made nothing. Last cycle in 3 weeks, BTC went from 30, and then say it moves fast when it wants to. Don't freak out so much. Yeah, it moves fast. It does been doing it all this cycle as well. The liquidity, well, not the liquidity, but the Bitcoin move, it's been fast, very fast. It went from like 25k to literally 60, 70k in a space of a couple of months. So it has a habit of pumping a lot, especially when it consolidates for that long. G been clamoring for 250k forever, and now that it might be possible to do it, people are pissed. Would have 100k last cycle if not for FTX. FTX 100k for FTX? No, what do you mean? FTX happened in the end of 2022. We was already in a bear market in 2022, and the FTX crash was at the end of 2022. So I don't think FTX had anything to do with 100k dicing. I don't even know what you're on about, buddy. What stopped Bitcoin from reaching 100k was China, not FTX. It was China banning crypto is what crashed the markets. When Bitcoin could have went to 100K, but it didn't because of China banning crypto. Took a massive dump and recovered, put in the double top, and then that was it. So it's not because of FTX. Bitcoin was already down significantly. We was already in a bear market. Interest rates were already happening. They were already rising. We was already in a bear market, bro. Dougie, my friend, good to see you. AI tech conservative target for the bull run, please. Conservative will be a 10x, bro. Look, it's going to do a 10x because they're going to get a Binance listing. The data center should be done by the end of the year, hopefully. They've got some other products they're releasing. Overall, AI tech is not a bad project. It's one of those that has not pumped yet. So if you're looking to get into a project where you haven't missed the boat, it's probably AI tech. Hasn't pumped too much. It's obviously still up, just like the rest of the market. 9.5 cents. It's not up huge amounts. If you just go on a monthly, it's not up huge amounts. Most people probably didn't buy here, but it's not a massive pump. It's not massive. It's just chilling. It's chilling right now. So yeah, I think look, once the data center is live, because this is going to be the only crypto project in the entire space that has a legit data center. Most projects don't have it. Well, I don't think any other project has a data center. These guys have a massive data center they're building. But I am very bullish on their roadmap. Their roadmap is very bullish. And keep in mind, these guys already been offered to have futures on Binance. So they're going to get the Binance listing. And this is not public information, but, it's private information. But they're going to get the Binance listing. This is why I'm still bullish on it. Otherwise, I probably would have got rid of this for something like based AI. Because I put a trade in based AI. A lot of people in the group made very good money on based AI. We bought this around $2, $2.50, between that range, and look at it now. It's at $5. It's done a cool 2.5x, well 2x approximately. 2.5, depending on when you got in. Some people got in around here at $2. I bought a little bit here, then I bought a little bit at like 2.5. So for me, it's up about between 2.5x. I'm probably going to get rid of it soon, just because when the mainnet goes live, it's most likely going to dump again. But like I said, this is fundamentally a very good project, and I've always said it's going to rival Tau. This is a good rival to Tau, but you just zoom out on the chart. It's just been in the same range for the past 3 months. It was at literally almost $5 3 months ago. It's not anything out of the ordinary. Most of these coins are not pumping like you think they're pumping. All you have to do is just zoom out on the chart. Just zoom out on the chart. In June, this was $6, $7. Came out at $10. Like, it's back at $5 now. It's not the best project in the world. It's just been consolidating like it has, like every other coin has. But one thing to consider now is total free now is basically at, all-time highs. Is literally almost at all-time highs. If it goes up like another 40 billion, it's at all-time highs. And if you look at most of your altcoins, they're not back up to the all-time highs because dominance is still high. Back then, dominance was a lot lower, way lower, matter of fact. So, dominance keeps going up. This is why, even though total free is going up, most of the money is going into the relics. Cardano is up like 50% the last couple of days. It's going back into the relics of the previous cycle. Even Casper's pumping today. But then the problem with Casper now is, as soon as Iran attacks Israel, this is going to dump back down all the way because now it's been tied to Israel now. And this is why the devs of this project are retarded. They can't keep their mouth shut. And politics now, as soon as Iran attacks Israel, this is going to come all the way back down to like 10 cents, 11 cents, 12 cents around those regions, even if the rest of the market goes up. So what happens when you get involved in politics as a crypto project? So a lot of people are going to be happy with this pump, but then, it's always pumped. It's come down, pumped a little bit, comes down, probably pump a little bit and come down again. Yeah, Trump did cause the left, to be honest. Trump did cause a lot. I mean, it depends though. Like, we could say left if your target is 100K. However, if Bitcoin goes above 100K and keeps rallying to maybe 150K, then we can probably get a normal cycle, possibly. Because by the time it gets to 100K, because that's going to be the psychological level is going to be 100k. If you can break past 100k and close above it, then we can go higher. This is the thing. But the 100k is the psychological level. That's going to be the barrier for us to break. Once it breaks that and it can hold that level for maybe a couple of days, a week, close above it, then it's very likely we're going to go to a new all-time high, maybe 120k, maybe slightly more, maybe slightly less. But it needs to break 100k and close above it, because that's going to be a very psychological level for a lot of people. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. So we have to just wait and see as more data comes out. This is the thing. I don't know if they are at the moment, bro. Just look at the momentum of Bitcoin. It'll be kind of stupid now to fade it. You know, why would you now take profits on Bitcoin when it's just continuously going higher? It doesn't make sense. There's so much long positions built up now. It's going to be a lot of long positions built up. My guess is, we're going to crash within the next couple of weeks. I hope we crash in the next couple of weeks. This is what I think. Because you have to think, if we don't crash now, I think everything will end a little bit sooner than everyone's anticipating. If this just continuously goes up, nothing goes up forever. You're going to need, wicks in below. You're going to need little dumps, couple of days of dumps. Otherwise, it's just stupid, I think. I've ordered my new mic. I've not ordered a new webcam though, but I have ordered a new mic here. It's gonna come. It's like a proper professional mic. It's quite expensive though, but it's worth the investment, I think. It's coming from it'll be here in a couple of days, I think. My hair's looking bearish today, bro. My hair's looking bearish today. Tomorrow will be looking bullish though, because I'm gonna be perma bull now. I'm gonna be perma bull posting everywhere, bro. But look, you guys have to be realistic, bro. Like, be realistic with your price prediction, or at least with your targets, because then you're gonna get wrecked if you don't. Everyone's gonna anticipate a certain price, and most of the time it doesn't reach that price. If everyone's hoping for 150k, it's just not gonna reach there, bro, because the market is made to wreck people. Is only select few of people make money in crypto, majority don't. So be a little bit conservative with your price predictions. It's better to be conservative. If I hear the word 50x or 100x, I know you're going to get wrecked in the markets. If someone asks me, can this project do a 50x? Can this project do a 100x? You're going to be one of the bag holders, as people dump on you. You have to be conservative, bro. Conservative people make money. Bull people either get wrecked. It's like a 50-50 chance. But conservative people always make money. You're conservative, you will always make money, my friend. If you're hoping and waiting for 50 to 100x on some of these coins, you're gonna get wrecked, because there's gonna be a bunch of people that's gonna dump on you while you just sit there and wait and wait and wait, for it to do 100x. And most of the time, it never happens. Now is going to be extremely hard to get 100x, extremely hard, because the 100x's are made in the bear markets when everything's pennies on the dollar. You're not going to get it now when Bitcoin's at 68, 70k. It's going to be difficult. Some projects can do it if we get a full-blown alt season, which we have, at the moment, it's not looking like it. So, yeah. Just a theory, if Trump caused the euphoria and left translated cycle in his cause now, maybe it could have been better. Camilla would have. It could have been, yes, because then the crypto market would have dumped. And then, but then look, we still got unemployment data next month. So, till then, we don't know what Bitcoin could do. You can even go up to 90 to 100k, then have a massive crash if unemployment goes back up next month. But you can't fade the momentum of this pump. Like I said, last night I was sleeping. It was 76, 77k. Then I woke up. It was fucking 80k. Even I was shocked. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And then I realized retail is coming back into crypto, because now that Trump has won, he's bringing a lot of retail into crypto. And when retail comes in, very likely you're going to see a dump very soon. Like I said, we might go up to 85k and dump just because of the USDT, dominance is almost at his long-term trend line. Look how close that is. It's not far away. Another 5K on Bitcoin should bring this down to his long-term trend line. And then we'll most likely have a decent bounce, just like it has every single time. See over here? This is the long-term trend line. This was back in March. This was a very good indicator to, for the top. Bounced, came down, just continuously went higher for a bit. To be honest, I don't even know how this happened. This must be an update from Stream itself. StreamYard himself must have done this update. Khalid, walaikum salam, my brother. How are you doing? And Khalid with a £10 donation, my friend. Thank you very much, bro. It's good to see you in here, Khalid. Any DCS that you like? At the moment, I'm not touching anything, bro. Like I said, I'm enjoying the pump. I'm personally not going to buy anything on a green candle, bro. Walaikum salam, Crypto FX. Can you give your opinion on my portfolio? 20K. So AI Tech, AGI, Tech Term, OTK, NACA, ZF. That's a pretty decent portfolio, I would say. That's a good portfolio, my friend. It's a very good portfolio. Tech Term is doing very well today, actually. And Tech Term is one of those that genuinely pumps with the market. So when you see Bitcoin going up, you're going to see Tech Term follow up. It's almost at $11. It's most likely can continue to go higher. It's been doing very, very well. Very well. They've been doing some good developments. The team's actively working. They're getting in talks with governments, for their payment solution. And this is what you look for in a project, in what they're doing. If you're looking for a payment solution, they have to be in talks with some countries, governments, in order to get that adoption. Because as soon as one country, even it could be a small little country, an island or something, adopts the soft nodes, that could cause a massive hype in the project. And this is where you make the money. And these guys have been in talks with government, so hence one of the reasons I like this project a lot. The only thing that lacks is the exchange listings. They just lack that exchange listing. They don't have the best exchanges. They got all tier 3 exchanges. That's it. They need to get some tier 2s, maybe KuCoin, maybe some OKX, Bybit, some of these good exchanges. You'll do very well. What is the confirmation on the left? Well, the left is if we just continue to go up now, to be honest. That is the left. Khalid, how are you, my friend? Hope you're doing well today. Ross, good to see you as well, brother. Can I look into car again for me? Top order Bitcoin just made a 5x real quick. What is car? Is that the car project? Look, I don't really like this project. I don't even know why this is classed as RWA, because this is not RWA. It's done a 5x. Well, it hasn't done a 5x. Well, if you got the exact lows, it's done a 5x. But I'm not too bullish on this project, bro. To me, this project is terrible. Like, you don't need a blockchain to buy and sell cars. You can trade this. If you bought this and you traded it, that's completely fine. But what I don't understand is you just don't need the blockchain to buy and sell cars. I think the reason this is pumping is because it's 100% in circulation. And now a lot of people are liking this concept of something being 100% in circulation. No early investors to dump on you. That's what a lot of people like. But I don't know. Look, I don't like this project personally. If you make good money on this, that's completely fine. Even shit pumps 5 to 10x. And I don't really like this project at all, bro. At all. It's pumped with RWA, it's pumping again. Most RWA coins are pumping now. Most of them. I told you guys Bricken was one of my favorite RWA coins. Look what he's done now. It's up loads, huge amounts. Look how much is pumped the last month. 2x. If you bought even earlier, like some people in my group did, you would have been up way more, like 4-5x on this. 4x, 4.5x. So, there's most RWA projects are pumping today for the last couple of months. It doesn't make them good. You don't need a blockchain to buy and sell cars. I don't understand the concept of this project. To me, it makes no sense. This is like a trade, and the trade paid off very well if you got in. But then another one is this one as well that's doing very well. Most RWA projects now are doing well, especially the low cap ones. Look at HTX. People in my group made a 10x on this, and it's done very well. I don't know what happened here, but It's done very well. It's buying a double top though, but most other projects do, especially the low cap ones, my friend. So, just because they're pumping does not make them good projects, but they could be good trades. And Carr must have done very well, so it is good. It's a good trade. BF, good to see you as well, brother. Yeah, not a fan of Carr, but apparently it's getting traction. I don't know how it's getting traction, to be honest with you. Your Southflex, so funny, bro. Hoove, my friend, good to see you. To be fair, most of them are already printed, Hoove. Most of them are already printed. All the RWA coins are up like 2x, 2.5x. My new AI coin done a quick 2x. All of them are pumping. Sensei is still up a decent amount, to be honest. It's not really pumping now, but one thing is coming for Sensei. I'm not going to reveal it now, but you're going to start seeing something very, There's one thing I like with Sensei. They moving with a trend. They're going with the trend is. So keep your eyes out on Sensei. You are going to see some changes for this project, and the changes, in my opinion, are going to be extremely bullish. So keep your eye on this project. You're going to start seeing some big changes. Yeah. It is in the video, bro. Always going to get a partnership in the video. I don't know when they're going to announce it, but it's going to happen at some point. I don't know when they're going to save for the partnership, but it's going to be pretty good. I don't know if it's a grant or a partnership, but they got a partnership in the video pretty much. Jason, buddy, how you doing? What is a left translated cycle? A left translated cycle is mostly, the easiest way to put it is a strictly Bitcoin pump, where Bitcoin just outperforms the entire market. Some alts, some layer twos, some top 100 coins will follow Bitcoin. They will pump along with Bitcoin, but most of the time, it's just going to be a Bitcoin pump. And the reason this is happening is because the Fed is still in QT. It's just, they've already announced QT. They said they're still reducing the size of the balance sheet, taking off securities or whatever. And look, there's other ways to to inject liquidity in the markets, but for altcoins, QE and QT with the Fed's balance sheet is probably the most, the best indicator to know if you're going to get alt season or not. This is the best indicator. There's other indicators, of course, but there's always going to be money because they're always printing money. All the big companies are printing money, so it makes sense, for the markets to slightly go up. Hence why probably Bitcoin's pumping. Even Relio's pumping now. Relio's pumping nice. Is that 90 cents now? Told you guys don't fade it because it's it's the top 10 most talked about altcoin in the crypto space. Everyone talks about Relio. Go on Twitter now. You'll probably see 10 people posting about Relio now, shilling it. It will always do well because everyone talks about it and because it's genuinely a good project as well. It has some hiccups recently, but there's plenty of FUD that goes around in every project, and Relio is not short of FUDs. It always faces FUD, but it's like one of those projects that you have to have conviction in, which I do. And it's doing very well the last days, up 18%. 18%. If you bought in the lows here at 62, you would have been up even more, probably like 30% even. So it's all about conviction, and I have a lot of conviction in this project. Hey, good to see you, bro. Mr. Fantastical, good to see you. Boys, hit the likes. Let's get to 140 likes this stream. Shinobi, good to see you, brother. I hope you're doing very well. We're going to do like another 10, 15 minutes, then I'm going to get off, and I got to do a private stream after this. So when Khalid starts giving out money, that means we're some. Well, Khalid made ridiculous amounts of money off Groggle. Now, for those of you guys that don't know, people in my private group actually made over 100x on Groggle. If you got in the lows when it was called by Hoove, you would have made over 100x on Groggle. And Khalid did get into Groggle, and I think he'd done approximately a 10x, 12x in a very short period of time. He's dumping now, but he went up to like $13 million in market cap. And at one point, it was like $1 million. So he done a cool 13 to 12x in a very short period of time. You see this? It went from 0.03 all the way to 4 cents. It's a massive pump. So people are always printing in the private group at all times. And that's why I told you guys to join before it closes. And that's why I closed it now. Because then if I get more and more people joining it, it's just going to become a pump and dump group, bro. Even now, when I give a buy alert, people cannot stop their emotions. They just start market buying the coin and it just goes up. And it's not fair for people that sleeping or, they wake up, the project's up 20, 10%, whatever. It becomes annoying. Because even I want to buy as well. And I can't buy it if it's up 30% because people dump or pump it up. In the future, people will be bullish on a project because it's built on alt like Solana. I would say so. I mean, it's possible. I mean, look, if the only way you can make projects build on you is if you have money. You have to give people an incentive. If you're giving out, $1 million, which is a lot of money in grants for projects to build on you, that's a good incentive. There's so many layer ones today where people are bullish on, but they don't have a single project building on them. Min layer, everyone's bullish on min layer. No one's building on min layer. So what's the point of the project? If no one's building on you, what is the point? You're a layer one for people to build on you, yet no one is building on you. Already has like 3-4 projects building on them. They've got 2 more now recently. And once the grant goes live, and then they're going to have multiple projects building on them, then they have an ecosystem. And then that, when you have an ecosystem, what tends to happen is if you got a deflationary, concept to the project, which alt has, the burning, increases because every transaction that happens, some of that gets burnt. So then over time, when you get a big ecosystem, there's multiple hundreds of thousands of TVL daily. All that's happening is you're burning more and more and more consistently, and then the value of the project goes up. You need less money to fund the project. That is how it works. Hence why, and alt is not short of deflationary. They want to burn 40% of the entire supply. That's massive. The more projects they have in the ecosystem, the more is going to be burning. And that's why over, a period of time, alt will do very well. You just have to have some patience, bro. People want everything in a week's time. It's like everything has to pump at 100x within a week. It doesn't work like that, bro. Trying to get LTK, every time he drops some wallet, buys every dip. He's got 8 million or of the might sell after he doubles up. To be honest, there is a big wallet holding a decent amount of OTK, and he keeps buying the dip. So when whales buy, they're bullish on the project. 228k is a decent amount, though. I might know who that is, anyways. I might know who that is. Wait till Jan for that. Yeah, Khalid, I think Jan will be a good time for that. What do you think we're still going to get a pullback before the end of the year? I mean, look, if we don't get a pullback, then most likely we have to get on the markets Q1. This is the thing. It's like people want everything to be bullish short term, but then they don't realize you're not going to get an alt season if this is going up and this is going up with it. It's not going to happen. Even though this has had a little retracement, but every single time we've had a rate cut, it's always retraced. This is that's a good line. That is, retail people equals retard people. Yeah, that's actually true. What could be secret product for AI? I'm not too sure, actually. Even I'm intrigued with that one. I'm not too sure. 50 likes and G reveals his pronoun. How many likes are we even on? There's no way we're on 50 likes. That's ridiculous, bro. If we're on 50 likes, I'm ending the stream in 5 minutes, bro. That's disrespectful. Do you think alt will allow GPUs to be ran on the network? I don't know, actually. That'll be ideally that's what you want. You would want GPUs to run on your network. I'm not too sure, actually. I've never really thought about that. Alt is more like an AI agent coin. It's more AI rather than Deepin. I don't really look at alt as the Deepin side, even though Deepin does make it a little bit more decentralized. However, it's more AI agents and like I said, AI agents going to be the future. If you go look at the category of, let's go on the I think there's a category for AI agents now, and all is in there. It's more AI agents because the big companies that are utilizing them, they're utilizing them for the AI agents. So let me see. Let's see if I can find it. I've seen it though. You guys can find it yourself. There's a sector for AI agents. Let me see if I can find it. Populate and real world assets. There you go. AI agents right here. Yeah, so you guys can see these are the coins for AI agents, and all is here. All is here. So it's more AI agents rather than anything else. They got the data hub as well, but even then, that's still building AI agents as well. When you're training AI agents, so I look at all as more AI than deepen. So I don't. You probably could. I don't know if they're gonna branch into that, but they got the node, so you could class that. I don't really think they're gonna go into GPUs, in my opinion. I think they got the nodes, so they don't really need the GPUs. It's probably AI agents as is. Also true, Khalid. Also true. I stand with a pink toilet as my best guess. AI tech needs to stop doing that stupid shit, bro. Where they keep, if you go on the Twitter, they post the data center and they just start posting some fucking toilet rolls and state of the art fucking toilet brush. All stupid shit, bro. Like, just post it when it's done. No one wants to see your fucking state of the art toilet paper and toilet brush, bro. No one cares. Jamie, good to see you, brother. What's good? Hope you're doing well. All these DCAs days feeling good. Hey, bro, this is what I'm saying. And if you was in my group, you would have bought a majority of your bags in August. And that was the bottom for this cycle, in my opinion. I highly doubt it would go as low as 48K again. It could happen if you get a landing, because then a landing will bring it down probably to 40K. However, if we don't get a landing, then 48K was the bottom. And I called that. I called that a month away, a month before it happened. That is when we were saving our USDT for this big crash. Most people bought heavy here, and that's why they're happy right now, because all the DCAs they've done, we DCA'd some in July, we DCA'd some here, we DCA'd a little bit here, even here we DCA'd, and now it's off to the races. And when you're mostly in the markets, you're going to enjoy the pump, and then you can have cash on the side, just a little bit, not too much, for these type of moments. In case we have a dump, because no one can predict the markets, bro. 2019, we was after the races, we broke this higher low structure, we went up, and then we just had a massive COVID-like crash. I'm not saying that's on the cards, but anything is possible. Yeah, Luna was the indicator of the bear market. I think he's talking about Luna, not FTX. FTX was the bottom of the bear market, and Luna was the crash for the last cycle. FTX, possibly, yeah. A lot of, but they probably do that now. I guarantee you, Binance was doing that at 70K. They were suppressing it, and then buying probably loads, and then now they've gone into phase 3. So, manipulation is not anything out of the country in a crypto market, but there's so much manipulation going on. China going to realize they need crypto after Trump pumps in gas worth. Oh, yeah, that's true as well, But China hates Bitcoin for some reason. If you go listen to them fuckers, they say that Bitcoin will be the world reserve currency when the world is coming to an end. That is what they say. Is a possibility, yes. This is one scenario that you guys could take in consideration. Is we pump now to a new all-time high, maybe 100K, whatever the Bitcoin goes to. Then we get a mini alt season, a mini one, keep in mind. People are going to be holding their bags and whatever, and they're going to get excited. And then we're going to get some sort of massive crash, and then maybe like 4 to 6 months of recession crash or whatever it is. And then after that, we can get a bullish alt season, when the Fed turns on the money printing after the crash. That's one scenario. If they don't turn it on now, within the next couple of weeks, months, sorry, if they don't turn on the money printer by January, I would genuinely be nervous for alt season. I would probably get out of the markets. If they don't do it, then there's going to be no alt season, bro. There's going to be no alt season. It's as simple as that. And you guys should prepare yourself for that scenario. Whether you're going to get out, be mostly in USDT, because then, bro, if there's no alt season and only Bitcoin's going up, fuck that, bro. Like, you don't need to be in the markets. You're just sitting there hoping, and QE never arrives, then you're just fucked. Good evening, bro. Spectral and Zero Labs, good projects. 01 Labs is good project. I don't really like Spectral. I don't know if Spectral's pumping or not. The one thing I don't like about it is sometime mid next year, you're going to see a massive unlock for this, bro. Massive. But the concept of Spectral is pretty good. I do like the concept behind this project. It's pretty good concept. However, I like DEAI more than I like Spectral. I think DEAI is very good. I would actually bought this myself if I knew about the tokenomics change, but you can't keep track of every project, bro. You can't. I was actually speaking about this project to someone. I liked it, but I just wasn't aware that they done 100% in circulation, which is a good move. This is what caused this pump, because before this, the vesting for this was dog shit. It's one of the worst vesting schedules ever. Very harsh vesting schedule. But, they burnt a lot of those tokens, got rid of a lot of tokens, and it paid off very well for them. So that's a good job on the team. Tau will do like a 5 to 10x from here, bro. 5x, maybe less than that. That's if you get an alt season. If not, then maybe like a 2-3x or some shit. Tectum's, same thing. Tectum has more potential though. Tectum could do like a 30x in a good alt season. I'll be out Q1, bro. I wouldn't even be out March because that's too late. If you believe in the left translated cycle, want to get out by March 4th. We want to get Binance listing. Yeah, I think AI Tech will get the Binance listings by then. They'll probably get the Binance listing. Conservative $2, yeah. Like a 20x for Finger should be easy, bro. Should be very easy. Or it's already going to get more exchange listings. If you guys listen to the the town hall, they said they're going to get more listings. So they said listings, not listing. They said they're going to get more DEX. So they're probably going to get Uniswap. And then they're most likely going to get more exchange listings as well. One of them was a tier 1. So they said they're going to get tier 1. They'll probably get another tier 2 as well. That's something to look forward to for all. And they're bringing a new marketing person as well. They're bringing a few more marketing people to start marketing. Or they've already got the marketing guy or the tokenomics guy from XRP, which is pretty decent because then they have a lot of connections. Nah, bro, it's not legit, bro. It's not legit. It's full of bots. Like HTX, if you go look on any project, HTX somehow has more volume than the tier 1s. Like fucking Coinbase, Binance. It's fucking cap. There's no way that it's all bots in there, bro. Most projects there have some crazy volume, and I don't know how it's even possible. But it's all cap, bro. It's not legit. It's not legit. Because look at the 2 million volume, bro. That's not happening. It's all bots trading it there. HTX is the biggest bot exchange in the crypto space, bro, by far. Nah, new mic is needed, but this one's having issues. I wouldn't even got it. I don't really care too much, but a new mic is fundamentally better though, even for the videos, because I'm gonna start releasing more videos now. I'm gonna cut down on the streams. Sometimes the streams are good, but then you get retards like the Qubic guy the other day just arguing over Qubic when I gave him good facts about Qubic. There's better projects than Qubic, way better projects that's outperforming Qubic now. This one reminds me of March. Friends on forums are asking me about cryptos. Bro, when the normies start asking you about crypto, something isn't right, bro. Something isn't right. Have we ever had a left translated cycle in crypto? Have we ever had a left? Well, the thing is, we've never had a left. We've probably had left translated cycles for sure, but we've never had a left in QT. That's the difference. All the other times QE was there. In 2016, QE arrived. So we had a massive pump in 2020. I mean 2017. 2019 QE arrived and we had a massive pump in 2020. Now we're having a massive pump in crypto for Bitcoin, but there's no QE. So then, now you have to doubt the fact, are we going to get an alt season? You have to consider that. You have to consider all scenarios, plan for the best. Well, no, what is that word? What's that sentence? Plan for the worst. Oh yeah, plan for the worst, hope for the best. That's something you guys have to consider. You have to plan for the worst case scenario, and the worst case scenario is we get a mini alt season. You have to plan for everything, bro. This is why we're investors. Investors is not just buying a coin and just YOLOing it all the way through the fucking bear market and stuff. Some people do that, but a lot of people bought more money in crypto than they can afford to keep in there or lose in that fact. And then they start worrying when something goes down or up, and then well, not up, but when it goes down. But yeah, so you have to take that in consideration, guys. There's a chance we don't get an alt season. There's a chance we get a left translated cycle, and the way Bitcoin's going now is increasing that chance. This is not, I think, I would say this is not it's been on the table for a while now, this left translated cycle. It's been on the table for a while. It's not a new concept. A lot of people, a lot of YouTubers, people that understand macros and understand crypto, they tend to lean on the left translated cycle side because they know how bad the macro is at the moment. That's a lot of people are leaning towards that, and now it's starting to make sense. So yeah. I'm a perma bull, bro. Perma bull. I'm always bullish. It doesn't matter what the scenario is. I'm a perma bull. Trump wins up, then down. Camilla wins down and up. Yeah, that's probably true. I don't know if there's much change. I believe we're going to have the normal mid. Well, look, if Kamala won, ideally you would have had more buying opportunities in the short term. Now that Trump has won, we're going to go up and then dump. It would have been the opposite way. So yeah, exactly right. We're going to have the normal mid late month correction, wait for unemployment. Yeah, that's always going to happen, bro. At the end of the month, but that's a long time away. That's the problem. At the end of each month, there's always going to be a correction just because of the unemployment data. And if it comes in hot again, if it goes up to like 4.2, 4.3, and it starts trending higher, then it's very likely that we most likely will see the market cool off. Very likely. And then that would be ideal for us, because then we don't go towards the left translated cycle. Then it becomes an early right translated cycle. If you draw the map, for those people who don't understand the left, you draw this, and if it's on the left side, so this side, so if it just only goes up, that's the left. And then if it comes down here, that's the early right. See this? There's a low dip here and then goes up again, that's the early right. So that's how it works. I mean, AI tech target 2 billion, they'll probably exceed. Yeah, they will, but they want 2 billion by the end of the year, which I don't think is realistic. Coin reviews. I'm gonna call it a day in a few minutes. I don't really want to do coin reviews, but we can have a look at this. 8 million. So it's basically at all-time lows. And this is, normally the time you want to buy the project. A lot of people get thrown off when they see a chart like this, but any project that launched this year has the chart's going to look like this. It's not anything out of the ordinary. Nothing out of the ordinary. Since March, the market's been completely bearish. So any project that launched during that time has been wrecked, absolutely wrecked. And this is the best time to buy these projects. AI-enabled decentralized blockchain data network, API infinite, smart NFTs, tokens, and wallets, decentralized AI. BitCrunch is an AI-enabled decentralized platform that enables developers to seamlessly build. Okay, so it's like a dApp builder. So very similar to GLQ, you could say. Seamless API. It's not too bad. It's like a mix of DeFi and AI. NFT tokens on the wallets. Cost per credit, so it's quite cheap. Overall, it's not a bad project, buddy. Not a bad project at all. Oh, so it's backed by Coinbase Ventures as well. That's solid. You also they're backed by. Yeah, not a bad project actually. A Minicore band, Chainlink. They got some good. Oh, they got backed by Crypto.com as well. Pretty good. This is not too bad. So he has a clear use case. Clear use case. I don't know what the fuck the name is though. BitCrunch token. They need to change the name, bro. If this had AI or something at the end, maybe you could have done way more pumps recently. It's not too bad. The market cap's not. It's a good trade though. I'll look at this as a trade. So they got good exchanges already on crypto.com, which is sick. Yeah, look, when they get the Coinbase listing, which most ventures do, it can do fairly well. I would add this as a trade. Well, you know, when the market, when the AI narrative kicks off, I would potentially buy a bag of this or trade. You can trade it short term as well, but I wouldn't buy it now. It's already up too much now. You know, it has a habit of pumping and then going back down. So you might have a habit of pumping and then going back down. It's not Trump, bro. It's already priced in. Like Trump winning was probably already priced in a long time ago. Do you ever check BTC long chart? I've not looked at it, no. I've not looked into it. I can't do it on stream, bro. Adnan, good to see you, my friend. So if it's a left transaction, you don't think we'll wait 4 years to get an alt season? No, we won't get 4 years to wait for an alt season, no. Alt season does not rely on the 4-year cycle, bro. It relies on QE. That's all it relies on. People keep mistaking this for whatever they call it, a left 4-year cycle. That doesn't mean shit, bro. A 4-year cycle does not mean shit. You know, normally, well, it means a lot for Bitcoin, but not for altcoins. Normally, you know, the 4-year cycle, Bitcoin goes up at this time, so it clearly working out for Bitcoin. But every single time this has happened, and the reason we get alt season following it is because we get QE afterwards. In 2016, we had QE. In 2019, we had QE. So far, we don't have QE. So then you have to question the concept of alt season or full-blown alt season because there's no QE, and it makes sense to question it. You know, smart if you question it. You know, if you have to trade the market that's here, not the market that you want. Everyone would want an alt season. But then if you're just holding and you get wrecked and we see a massive crash, or we go another 4 to 6 months of recession or something that happens next year, then you're going to be fucked because you're mostly in the markets. You're not going to probably get no more USDT, and then you're going to get everything pennies on the dollar, and then you got no USDT to buy. However, if you get out at the right time, and then we get a recession next year, and the Fed comes to the rescue and starts QE at some point, then that's when you see the alt season. But then at least if you get out at the right time, you've got thousands and thousands of USDT ready to buy these altcoins. That's, you know, pennies on the dollar. That's a scenario that could play out. And ideally, you know, all it does is it just pushes it back a little bit further. But at some point, you are going to get an alt season. It just pushes it back a little bit further. But then, you know, you needed some sort of crash to have a normal cycle. Otherwise, we're going to go towards the left. Even if you have to wait another 4 to 6 months for an alt season to start, if we get a recession sometime next year, that's fine. Fine by me. I'm a long-term investor. You know, I would sell most of my positions, most of them, not all of them, because then some of our coins would never come down to my price. Like AGI and AI tech could possibly, but I don't think AGI was ever going to go to like 1 or 2 cents ever again. You'll never see at that price again, so I'll never sell out. I will never sell out OTK because the price that I got in at, it will never ever go down that low ever, unless the project rug pulls. Then, you know, fuck, no one knows. There's projects really I would never sell because it's never going to go down to 1.5, 2 cents. That's when I got into Relio. A lot of these projects I would just never sell because it's never going to go down to my level that I brought in at. I would only skim profits, get into like 40, 50% USDT, and then buy again when they're all pennies on the dollar. That is what I would do. You know, it is very likely if we get some sort of crash, the Fed is going to come to the rescue. However, if everything just only goes up like it has now, the S&Ps are all-time highs, there's no reason for the Fed to start QE. Why would the Fed start QE now when there's no crash or anything? You know, they're not coming to the rescue for anything. You need a crash so they can come to the rescue, and then we can get a nice alt season. These are the stuff that a lot of influencers will not tell you, bro. Either because they don't understand macros, or they don't even know what macros is, or they don't even understand what QTQE is. So they're just waffling away. Like I seen a YouTuber, I think it was Archie. Are you ready for the biggest alt season of your life? It's like, are you fucking stupid? How can you get an alt season in QT? Some of these influencers are genuinely retarded. If you ask them what's QT and QE, they won't even understand what that is. And there's people that's listening to these retards. You know, and you're going to listen to them because everyone wants more money. The greed is going to kick in, and you're going to get fucking wrecked. So you have to you have to plan for the worst situation, which is if we don't get QE by next year, then I would genuinely be concerned about, alt season. Because we do pump, don't get me wrong, there's more rate cuts coming. We do pump on every single rate cut. This is why this happened every time we got a 50 BPS rate cut, we pumped aggressively. Now we got another 25, so that's 75 in total. We're pumping again. And then in December, when we pump again, when we get another rate cut, which we most likely will, it's going to pump again. It's as simple as that. The more rate cuts, normally by the third rate cut, you have retail start coming back into crypto. So it's a good indicator. But the way that Bitcoin's moving up is quite concerning. It's very scary. For alt seasons, very scary, boys. Agent layer, not too bad, but AI agents the trend. That's why it's pumping. So it's not too bad. The vesting, I don't know. I haven't looked at the vesting, but the fully diluted market cap was a bit off. So you have to look at the vesting Nova to see if it's going to be worth it. Omar, good to see you. Why is your suggestion AI VDA as an AI agent coin which could not find any order like Certic? I think I've looked into VDA before. Pretty sure I have. Didn't this have an aggressive pump at one point? Yeah, it did. Look, an aggressive pump randomly. And I don't think this is AI agents. I'm pretty sure this was something else. Decentralized infrastructure to enable private AI. So they launched on AI Tech Launchpad. They got a red belly. Okay. They've got good partnerships, it seems. Good partnerships for sure. Sop, you're finding some decent coins, buddy. I like it. You need to join the stream a lot more, because then you're finding some decent coins. A lot of the coins that people show are just garbage, bro. They do pump surprisingly, but private AI build. Yeah, it doesn't even look that bad, to be honest. I'm pretty sure they have a docs team somewhere. AI assistance. Let's see. It's not too bad. I'm surprised. Not too bad. I'm gonna have to look at the vesting schedule for this one though. I'll add it to my watch list. Where's my watch list? I don't even have a watch list. Oh, there it is. VDA. I'll have a look into the vesting schedule to see if it's worth. If it's too harsh, I'm not gonna touch it. Bags are pumping, Ben. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Cardano's on fire. Yeah, Cardano's pumping because Hopkinson, Charles, is now the director of the Trump administration, the crypto director of the Trump administration. Look at that fucking pump. It's on a 2x. Almost a 2x. Crazy. What a pump by Cardano, bro. Maybe, I don't know. Let's see if Coty's pumped or not. Because if it hasn't, that'll be a good trade to get into. 10% only. Very likely this will start picking up at some point. It already has, to be fair. Fuck that. Yeah, it's about to touch the long-term trend line, which is going to be, it's not going to be the best, but let's see. Just cooled off slightly. Yeah, it is a bit wild, isn't it? Yeah, 01 Labs is pretty good, Max. It's pretty good. I like that project. We got 70 likes. If we don't even on 70 likes, I'm ending the stream, bro. Fuck, that's disrespectful as fuck. How do we have 120 people watching and not even 70 likes? Boys, smash the like button right now, please. I would appreciate it, loads. Smash the like button. But right now, I would not FOMO in though. I would not be FOMO in now. You know, most people should be mostly in the markets. Just enjoy the pump. Wait till December. Wait for the unemployment number. And if it comes in bullish, just go all in. Go all in. We'll probably have a bullish next 2 months. And then just enjoy the pump. That's all it is. It's just, for now, just chill. I never want to buy green candles, bro. Never. What do you mean bearish price action? All is not bearish. It's just chilling. It's not pumping and it's not dumping. If anything, it's up a little bit today. It's up 8%, but how is that bearish? Bearish if it's going down. You guys can see clearly it's moved up a little bit. It's not bearish price action. Bearish is when it goes up, my friend. Would I buy AGI? You could. I would still buy it. It moves with the market. Yeah, AI Tech moved to base, which is pretty good to see. Listening to crypto and only memes is listening to Cardi B when she says only memes is a bit stupid. Just because there's so many memes that come and go, the old ones get forgotten and the new ones come into play. That's why you know, you could buy a meme and it can do very well in a short period of time, but is it going to come back and do well again? Very unlikely. Just because there's going to be something new version of that on a different chain that's going to outperform that one, and then people move on. That fucking wolf one, there's like six of them on all different chains. Yeah. Yeah, plan B, my friend, is to sell out and wait for the crash and then buy back in after the crash. EMC, I'm not going to touch, but Nuclei is decent, bro. It's not change of tokenomics. It's going to be, they're going to merge into a new project. Bullish live PR, bullish live, unpermeable. Bro, dominance. How the fuck is dominance having a massive crash? What are you smoking, bro? How is this a massive crash? It's been doing that all year. It's not massive. This is a massive crash right here. This is a massive crash from 48% all the way down to 37%. This is what you can call a massive crash. Fucking coming down from 50% to 60%. It's not a massive crash, bro. Where the fuck did the chart go? Oh, what the fuck? How does this shit work? What you made me do, bro? I fucked up. My friend, this is not a massive crash, bro. So we call it just a normal correction. If this starts coming down more, and it hits this trend line and it goes down, then yes, we can have a decent little alt season. But for now, we're still in QT, so very unlikely this is just going to only go down just because we're still in QT. But the more rate cuts we have, the more bullish people get on altcoins, and altcoins start to slowly outperform Bitcoin. That's how it works. It could be a possibility, but then you look at this now, you know, this is more or less at where it was back in March. Look, it's basically at where it was back in March. This is where the pump is now. Let me zoom in a little bit for you guys. Look at that level. It's at where it was basically in March. Just if it goes slightly higher, it will be the top. So it is a possibility for sure. QE is around the corner. China has already stated that US will follow soon. China's not started QE. They've been QEing all year to stop the collapse of the economy. My friend, I've been talking about Bricken, but I called Bricken when he first came out. You know, I made a 12x on Bricken right here. If you go into my free Telegram group, and the link is in the description. You guys can join. It's a free Telegram group. I called Bricken when it literally first came out when no one knew what it was. I got in contact with the CEO and I done an AMA with him in my public Telegram group. I've been finding these coins before everyone does, bro. And this is why I'm one of the best. Well, I'll say I'm the best gem hunter. People are talking about Bricken now. I was talking about Bricken last year in September times when it launched. It's a difference, bro. I've been known about Bricken, bro. If you watch my RWA tier list, every single one of them I've talked about Bricken being one of my favorite. There's people that's up, decent amounts on Bricken in my private group. Bricken's not one to fade. I think it's a good token, but it's just gone now. Like if you've missed the boat, there's no point in you buying it now. It's pointless. You've missed the boat. It's $30 million in market cap. Like I said, if old season is now guaranteed, why are you going to buy it now at 30 million? Stupid. Stupid, bro. Is that look where is that now? There's no point in you buying it now. You're going to be buying the top more or less. Yeah, but it's all about timing, bro, with these coins. Anyways, boys, smash the like. Smash the like. What the hell? What kind of question is that, bro? I might have some spots available, bro. Join my public group and message me. Massive, man. Bricken's going to 1.5 before the end of the year. Love to see you doing Love AMA with Edwin. I'll probably do it again. I was going to do one for the private group, but we just got a bit busy. He had to go somewhere. I don't know where he went. He had to go to an event, one of those fucking token 42 events, whatever the fuck it's called. But then we're just kind of like, but yeah, I'll probably do another AMA with him. That's a funny question. That is, Lawando. Being serious, buying and chatting about listing coins, but never do. To be fair, they always do that bullshit. They actually talk about a lot of coins, but they never list them all. All right, boys, smash the like button right now, and I will see you guys in the next stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Just to give you guys a summary, those guys are still in the chat. Don't FOMO in now. I think it's kind of pointless. Bitcoin's at 80K. At least if you're going to FOMO in, just wait for little pullbacks. Maybe like a 5% dip, 6% dip, something smaller that will crush the altcoin market. So generally what happens is we rally 2 weeks after each rate cut before having a correction. That's how it is. So me personally, most of you should be mostly in the markets right now. If you're not mostly in the markets, I would be somewhat concerned. And I've been saying this, be mostly in the market so you're enjoying the pump and just have a little bit of money, just on the side in case we see some sort of dips. That's all you have to do. Because in that way, you're hedged against both of them. You're enjoying the pump and then you're hedged if we have some sort of big crash. Wouldn't be surprised if Merkel auto count. Yeah, Credible is pretty good actually. I don't know. Is that out yet, Ivo? Is that out? It's like a DeFi project. It's like one of those lending and borrowing. I don't know if you class them as RWA. I class them as DeFi rather than RWA. But you can kind of put them in both because you could say yield is RWA, and then you can say it's also DeFi as well. So it's probably a mixture of both, in my opinion. But lending and borrowing coins do tend to do well. I don't know if that's out yet though. I think they're doing their. Pretty sure they're still in the funding round. Pretty sure they're still in the funding round. But it's a good token though. Not a bad token at all. But yeah, boys. If we don't get to 100 likes, how many likes are we on, Merkel? Just give me a heads up. We need the likes up, boys. It helps out a lot. It takes you guys 1 second, but I need to be pushed in the algorithms, bro. That's what the likes do. It pushes you in the algorithms. 93. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. I'm happy with that. I appreciate that, boys. 94 likes. That's pretty good. I appreciate that loads. Like 94 likes is pretty good. Fed does historically start QE after election. You are exactly right, buddy. You are right. It's already out on Mexi. Okay, I'll look into it. I have to look at the vesting schedule for that one, bro, because it just launched recently. So I would not be surprised if the vesting is dog shit. I would not be surprised. You see what happens as soon as Bitcoin dumps? Look what happened to dominance. Just shot back up again. Look what happens to altcoins. Dumps. Look at that massive dump in a split second, bro. Just Bitcoin going down from 80K to 79K. Any good sources to learn about crypto? Okay, so my friend, the first thing I would do is, and I always tell people this, learn. The best thing anyone can do that's new to crypto, your retail, you don't understand. Learn how money works, so then you can understand the value of crypto. So the best thing to do, my friend, is go on YouTube, learn how the money system works, and then once you realize how much of a fraud the money system is, you will soon realize, you know, why crypto is important and why Bitcoin is bullish. Or you can just watch me, like Marco said. Yeah, you can just keep watching me, and I do a little bit of the crypto side in terms of the buying the altcoins where you can make the crazy money. What the fuck's happening with Bitcoin is dumping loads. But then you also learn the macro side as well, where you start looking at some of the macro sides. Because the macro is what is very important in crypto. A lot of people fade the macro side. If you ask someone last year and the year before that, listening to macro, yeah, it might have not worked out for you because we were very bullish of the ETFs. But then if you look at this year, macro has been one of the most important factors in crypto. As soon as unemployment went up, we just consolidated for a very long time. Consolidation for a very long time. So yeah. But I'm gonna get off, boys. I appreciate all of you guys. I have to do a private stream after this, so I'll have to load up the private stream. And yeah, I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow. Actually, Monday, maybe Tuesday. I'll be live on Tuesday. Actually, yeah. Have a good day. Have a good night, wherever you're from, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you guys very soon.